Good afternoon, Swift Safety Institute instructors. Today we are going to do a quick video on how to close your classes for community and full service classes. We already did a video on how to work with your rosters, so this video will show you how to mark them successful, or not evaluated. So what we're going to do is we are in our class for that day. We are going to click on Close Class. When we do that, that brings us to the next screen. As you can see here, it shows the number of students that were registered for this class is 3. Now, if all of your students are successful, you can click the little box right here, and that is going to mark all of your students successful. But only do this if all of your students are successful. We're going to pretend we have a few students that had some issues in class today. So we are going to just back out of this really quickly just so it'll clear that screen. I'm going to go back into Close. I'm going to go back into my first student, Taylor. We are going to say she is successful. So if they're successful, all you need to mark is that drop-down box there as successful. You don't need to do anything else with the other boxes. Now, Randy, we had some issues with. He was in class. He said, he just can't get down on the floor to do anything. He had one arm in a cast. He was not able to do anything. And he couldn't understand what we were saying most of the time. So we were just going to mark him as unsuccessful. And then we're going to go over here and go to the drop-down box and put in a reason. So you have choices of did not successfully complete the course objectives, failed a written exam, unable to perform one or more skills, did not attend all the course sessions, did not desire a grade or certificate, or arrangements to complete course objectives. So for him, we are going to say unable to perform one or more skills. So here we will make a note. One arm in a cast, can't get on the ground, didn't understand what he needed to do. Now, I can honestly say I've never had that happen in my class, but if you have them unsuccessful, you do need to put down a reason for it. Now, our next student, Johnny here, Johnny never showed up for class. So especially if this is a Red Cross community class, what you need to do for him is you are going to mark him not evaluated. He didn't show up for class. So we can't tell if he's successful or not successful because he was never there. So he's not evaluated. And then what we're going to do for our reason is we are going to mark did not desire grade or certificate. He didn't show up for class, so he didn't desire that grade or certificate. And so we're going to mark that. And then we are going to put in here no show on 12/31/2021. You also want to put that extra information in there. So if anybody ever has to go back and look, or Johnny calls the Red Cross 1-800 number, they can look in and see that he was an actual no-show. Once you do this for all of your students for your class, you are then going to click the next button. That brings us to our last screen. And here you're going to need to click on this box that says, I certify I taught this course according to requirements of the American Red Cross. And once we do that, we want to scroll down. It's going to show us all our information, and it's going to give us our student information. It's going to show us, say, Taylor was successful, Randy was unsuccessful, and Johnny was not evaluated. What you would do for an actual class then is you would click the next button. I am not going to do that because this is just a test class that we have set up here. But once you click the next button, it's going to bring you back to your normal screen. So I'm going to get out of it here and go to one of my other classes so you can see. Now what you want to do is after you hit that final screen, you want to refresh your screen again because you need to make sure that that class shows that it's reported. And what I will show you for that is one of my other classes. So you see here on 1223, once I refreshed my screen, it may take a couple times, that class will show reported. So if I click on this class, you can see now where that red box was that said close class, you should get a box that says class reported on and the date that you reported it. So I want to thank you for staying with me for this video. Hope this helps and have a great day teaching.